SRF's Scholarship Fund for camp.
The scholarship fund, yes, very important. I've had girls say to me, I cannot go next year because it's my sister's year because I went this year. I've had parents say, oh, I received a scholarship last year, so therefore I don't want to take from somebody else, and my kids will not go to camp this year. They're concerned that they are taking away from somebody else.
Oh yes, particularly the last few years. There have been quite a number of scholarships given out, and I know that a number of the boys in my cabin, especially the last few years, have come on scholarship and would not have been able to come otherwise.
I also have children who have gone to youth camp. My son went to youth camp. He only missed 1 year. My daughter, who's 13 now, will be going to her 4th year of youth camp. And I have to say, as a mother, there was a year where we were struggling a lot. So we had to apply for the scholarship. And it was the easiest thing we could have done with SRF, because SRF does not make you feel you're unworthy or that you don't deserve it. It's just like, okay, your child wants to go to youth camp. Well, she can go to youth camp.
Yes, I know several that have been able to come that would not have been able to, and they are very grateful. And in fact, I know girls that have, their centers also help assist them with scholarships. And they are constantly saying how grateful they are. And we make a craft up there every year. And usually what they do is they dedicate that to their center if they've been sponsored by them. And it's just so wonderful to see young people so appreciative for actions of others.
I am aware of a young man on the East Coast whose mother reached out and saw him at camp. It was a beautiful young man. And he actually came up to me at the end of camp and introduced himself, and he was like a light bulb with energy and enthusiasm. It was just so neat to see him, especially at the end of the camp, and all that he had garnered that week. And I was thinking, wow, you know, had he not been able to receive financial assistance, that would have been just terrible for him not to have been able to attend camp.
They wouldn't be able to go without it. And I know it's one of the best weeks of their year. It's important just so that, you know, you can get the amount of boys and amount of girls to girls youth program. It's you know, without it, so many kids wouldn't be able to go.
I think the biggest concern, though, for those children who live far away is transportation. That is definitely an issue. They might be able to get the scholarship, but being able to travel is the difficulty.
And if there were funds available, not only for scholarships, but some boys come a long way, you know. They come from the East Coast, we've had boys come from other countries. Austria, I had a boy from Venezuela a couple of years ago. And I know that they need help, not only with the basic cost of the program, but also with getting there. And
I think Chela Gala is going to be very important for families who, as I said, transportation's an issue. Just help them to feel secure and confident that they can come regardless of cost. That is the concern, that they don't want to take from somebody else. They want to let the whole family come, but that might be an issue if they have a couple of kids.
It's just a wonderful idea to get this out, and hopefully more children. The more children we have, the bigger camp we can get. So this gets the word out to people that might not have heard of Chela Gala before, and they say, oh, I know some young children who might want to attend, or I might want to serve. It's just a wonderful way to get it out to a larger audience.
Camp is a progression. These girls, it's their spiritual life that's growing, and they don't really know sometimes how much it's growing until they've been there a couple of years. And knowing that they're able to come without worrying about the financial situation is very, very valuable. They can, with Chela Gala, the scholarships, they can put that aside. They can come to camp for a couple of years and really go deeper and deeper. I've seen such a difference between a 10, 12-year-old and then a 16-year-old.
And I think the work of Chela Gala in supporting the youth programs is a wonderful thing.
They're just like little glimpses, you know, like it's written in SRF, glimpses of the divine that you never get that experience unless you're, you know, a part of, you know, a program as great as Boys Youth Program. And anything that Chela Gala will do to carry this tradition through the years will be more than worth it.
Any type of extra fundraising is well worth it, and the fact that Chela Gala is doing that is excellent.